Dear friends, today we have a special guest with us, Akashdeep Singh, a prominent entrepreneur in the textile industry and president and CEO of a Vulkan-A Company. Akashdeep Singh is also a head of Indian Business Council in Russia. That's why we are very glad to see you, and we are very pleased to talk to you and trying to chart the course for India's BRICS presidency in 2026. So, Mr. Singh, welcome to Think BRICS. We are very glad to have you here with us.
Thank you.
You are living in Russia and help companies to do business with their counterparts and vice versa. How do you see the current economic landscape between these two countries?
I think India and Russia have had a very beautiful relation when it comes to cultural exchange and things which matter. However, the business has not been that great. And in the last few years, we've seen an extremely positive approach to it. And both the governments and the businesses are trying very, very hard to improve the situation. And you'll be very happy to hear that the trade between India and Russia has increased many-fold, not only from the Russian side because of oil and gas, but also from the Indian side. So we have more and more Indian-Russian exchange happening on B2B. And we see a lot of industries, new businesses coming in, which is great news.
Well, based on Council's experience, what are the most common operational hurdles Indian companies face in Russia, and what practical steps you are taking to help streamline this process?
So, it all starts with the language challenge. That's the first challenge that we have. Indians are usually English-speaking people, and Russians do not speak so much English. So that's one challenge, but that's an easier thing to sort out. But we have areas where we still feel some sort of problem is the frequent movement of goods. The logistics hubs are working, but they are not working as efficiently as we would have wanted. But both the governments are doing tremendous work on that. We also see some challenges in terms of movement of money, although rupee-ruble trade is in place. But I think there should be more and more work done on those areas. The other thing which I think, again, I think the governments are trying very hard, but there is still a lot to do is, using cards and money exchange for people who come and go. I think that would make a lot of difference. These are major areas which I think are needed. We need them to improve. But the work is going on, and we see progress happening every day.
Especially about money and the banking cards.
Right.
So as soon as Russia has been blocked by Visa and MasterCard, and we have our own Mir card, and in India you have UPI.
Yes.
So, and there were a lot of talks to unify those payment systems, but unfortunately we are still on the way, and our banking systems as well.
You see, the system in India, UPI, is not a very simple system. It's a simple system, but it's a very huge network. UPI has one of the largest, not one of the largest, it is the largest system for transactions happening every day in the world as an independent system. And so is the Russian system also. So I think sooner or later we'll get there, because the ethos of both the systems is same. We want quick, cheaper system of payment and transactions, and both the systems have the same, I think, ideas. But we will get to that sooner or later.
Well, as I know, there is a huge step forward in this direction between Russia and Iran to unite both Russian and Iranian systems. So I think Indian side will join us later.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So now let's expand our discussion a little bit beyond Russia on a larger scenario. India is set to lead BRICS alliance in 2026. Well, for our viewers who may not follow politics closely, what does this leadership mean for people, for business in general? in simple terms?
Yes, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and it's amazing that India is going to be having the chairmanship. I think India is a very interesting country in a way that all our focus last few years and decades has been for small medium enterprises, which is a very big subject in all BRICS countries. And if you look at the Indian economic, powerhouse, which it has become today, it's a lot due to a lot of small medium enterprises, which could take the shock of global problems which happened all over the world. So I think one of the areas which which India is going to be giving a lot of experience to the other BRICS countries is developing small medium enterprises, making economies more resilient. India has had wonderful 15, 20 years of economic growth. Also, I think India is also a country about, we are very focused on green energy, clean energy. These are certain areas we are definitely a next manufacturing giant. We will pay a lot of attention to IT industry, because that being a backbone of our country, and we are, in spite of the fact we are the largest 1.5 billion, we have done tremendous work in digitalization in our country. So I think these are certain areas that we will work on, and India has a lot of expertise. Also, I will tell you what makes India extremely interesting country is our possibilities to create projects like Chandrayaan, where for a small amount of money we are able to get a rocket to moon. It's the same amount which costs to make a Hollywood film in America. So there's a lot for the world to learn from India, and there's a lot for India to learn from the world. Definitely.
Thank you. Before the recent summit in Brazil, and long before Trump's threats to India, Indian representatives pushed BRICS to abolish trade barriers and promote trade in local currencies. This was a major step forward for your country. Like a businessman, did you sense something in the air, or this is a real necessity for BRICS?
I think anybody who has some deeper understanding of economics and how things work, this alliance is absolutely wonderful, because we are talking about few most populous countries in the world. We are talking about economies that are growing phenomenally. We are talking about a new world order where people get to speak, talk, and work on equal terms, which makes this alliance wonderful. And what I think President Trump has done, he's accelerated the need to make things more in equilibrium. And as a businessman, I was extremely inspired with the European Union story. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was pretty young at that time, and we've had a lot of talks of having our own bloc in ASEAN countries, in countries of India and around. But this is an extremely intelligent idea. I think it's an extremely ambitious but an intelligent idea, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense economically. It makes a lot of sense in making world a much more safer, economically mature place. I would say that.
If you remember that the origin of BRICS was RIC, Russia, India, and China.
Yes.
Brazil and South Africa joined later.
Absolutely.
So the core countries are Russia, India, and China.
And we have BRICS Plus now, and we have countries like Indonesia joining in. That's also very interesting, because countries like Indonesia, they are also growing phenomenally, and they've got a huge population. So we are talking about huge markets for consumption. We are talking about huge markets for production. We are talking about amazing minds and amazing number of people who will make this world going forward a much nicer place, I hope.
And the population of those countries are very young.
Yes.
This
India.
This is very important.
Absolutely.
India, Indonesia are very young.
Yes.
in respect to European countries.
Absolutely.
Well, beyond politics and trade deals and business partnerships, are really so. All this is really about people, about connections, human connections, we may say.
Absolutely.
What cultural bridges you see helping entrepreneurs from one country to and with another to trust each other? I don't know.
Yes, it's very interesting you ask me this question because if you look at India specifically, we are 27, 28 countries in one. We have diverse languages, culture, traditions, clothing, food. So we've already learned to manage these cultural differences, and we've made something like Bollywood out of it, right? Which is our soft power,
Yeah.
which brings together all of India. It binds everybody, and it still creates a national idea, right? So I think we have this experience, and we are kind of using it to build bridges with all the countries all over the world. If you look at India today, and in fact, India and Russia in the last few years, we've had amazing opportunities of cultural exchange going on. Our Jawaharlal Nehru Cultural Center here and the Embassy of India is doing phenomenal work here, and I'm sure they are doing it all the other countries in the world. So Indian soft power was always there. It has just become bigger and more powerful, and we understand the sense behind it, and we understand that people to people connections are always going to be the most important ones. More so because we are moving in the era of AI.
AI.
So a touch, a feeling, a gaze, is going to make much more difference in lives than just plain and simple numbers and figures and stuff like that.
Well, what advice, I don't know, you would give to younger people who are watching us probably, if they would like to join that cultural and, I don't know, partnerships and business and building bridges together? What should they develop?
I think first of all, we should all start to understand that overall, all of us have same things inside us. If you look at it even scientifically, 99.9% of our DNA is the same. Only this small percentage makes us with different hair, eye colors, and other stuff, right? So we should not be judgmental. We should be very open. It's a world. It's time to be very open and accept things and be more positive. Try and understand other people. Travel more. I love the fact that the new generation of people, they are very strongly into traveling makes a lot of difference. And I would also say that do not be afraid or judgmental of something that's different than you. This is a mistake that a lot of us make all the time. Something that's different than us. We've seen this in centuries and centuries of human evolution.
Because it's scary.
It's scary, yes. But I think now it's time to be more collaborative. The world has to have more collaborations. We all see, know, and understand that. And you cannot today say that if my neighbor is in trouble or there is something burning there, I can just ignore it, sit back. I'm fine. You cannot. Today's world will not. It's not possible to work or live like that. So I think openness is something very important, and try and be more experimentative with things.
Be open-minded.
Absolutely.
Open-minded. Well, let's continue with the international agenda for our viewers who may be, new to the topic. Could you paint a picture of what deeper business partnership within BRICS could look like for the average entrepreneur or a company in coming years?
Yes, I think, for example, usually people look at India and China as countries for buying. I think as the economies mature, we will see that they will be also becoming places for more interactions both the ways. So India of today, which is growing at 7-8% a year, also needs minds collaborations, products, services, which are not there. And BRICS having such a wide range of climatic and wide range of economic and political, variations, diversities, absolutely, should help us all kind of learn from each other more. It's much tougher to evolve and understand things when you're living with the similar people. You tend to learn less when you are with people who are similar exactly like you. So this is an amazing opportunity for BRICS world. I would want to see, I would hope that more and more people from South America travel to places like India and China. We are far away from each other. At the same time, there's more to learn from them. There is so much amazing in South American culture, right from spirituality to the age-old traditions that they have, to the kind of technologies that they have, and they can teach us a lot, and so can we teach them. So I think this diversity that India is used to handling, and it understands the strength, should help us all in BRICS Union to kind of move things to a different level.
Absolutely agree. Thank you. Well, and in conclusion, are there any particular plan or project that Business Council, you are head of, is going to develop during Indian presidency in 2026?
Yes, we really want to encourage more and more of people joining Indian Business Council, not only from Russia, but we want to make this available for the BRICS countries. We will be working on BRICS Business Awards as well, which is going to become, I think, a very interesting subject. We will give you more details a little bit later. And I think BRICS presidency for India means to me a lot, because I come from born and brought up in a city of Delhi where we had so much of diversity, and I can see and sense the power of coalition, which can make a lot of difference in our lives. So yes, we have our focus will be not only Russian businesses coming down to us for some help and advice, but we are also open to BRICS countries coming to Indian Business Council for their help in Russia. And when I say our help in Russia, I mean our entrepreneurs are here from the last 15, 20, 30 years, and I'm sure we can add a perspective to how to work in Russia as an organization as well.
So you may work not only, I guess, with BRICS countries, but with all countries.
Yeah,
I mean, if a business from Canada would like to join you,
yes,
in order to develop Russian market,
we will be happy to help. We will be happy to help, and as long as their product ideas are legitimate, we are happy to help. And they necessarily may not even join us. We are happy to help anyway. That's the Indian ethos. That's how we are brought up to understand things. If there's a possibility to help somebody, we will help them.
Thank you. So, dear friends, if you are an entrepreneur or business, big business, small business, join BRICS. Not like a country member, but like a business member.
Absolutely. Thank
Mr.
you very
Singh,
much.
Mr. Singh, thank you very much. It was a pleasure, our discussion today, and we are looking forward to hearing from you about business award you mentioned.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Anastasia.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.